Good morning, students. So today I am going to deal the question answer of this chapter, Miska's porridge. So come to the page number 102 and let's start the exercise work A. Answer these questions. So the first question is, what did the narrator's mother tell the two boys about her plans for the following day? Here is the answer. The narrator's mother told the two boys that she had to go to town early the next day and did not know when she would be back. Now, question number 2. What did she ask the two boys? Here is the answer. She asked the two boys to make their own breakfast. Question number 3. What did they tell her? Answer is, they told that they would make the breakfast as they were not babies. Now next, 4. What happened as a result of Miska filling the porridge pot to the brim with water? The answer is, the porridge spilled out over the side of the pot and Miska had filled it to the brim with water. Now next question 5. How did the porridge taste it first? Answer is, the porridge tasted hard and dry first. Now the next 6. What happened after they added more water to it? Answer is, the porridge turned cold after they had added water to it. Now 7. How did it taste after it had been cooked? So it tasted bitter and burnt after it had been cooked. And the last one, 8. What did the boys do to satisfy their hunger? So answer is, the boys tried the chewing meal and then they tried a raw onion, but it was bitter. Finally, they found the jam pot and licked it clean. After the question answer, so B. Answer these questions with reference to the context. Number 1. Of course we can, I said. We are not babies. You will have to make your own breakfast. Do you know how to cook porridge? So here are 4 questions from this context. Now let's do A. Who are the two speakers in these lines above? So the narrator's mother along with the narrator and Miska are the speakers. B. Why did the first speaker say we are not babies? B. The first speaker wanted to tell his mother that he and his friend were grown-up people and they could look after themselves. C. Did the second speaker believe what the two boys said? No, the second speaker did not believe what the two boys said. And the last question from this context is, what did she do to make sure that they were not hungry? So, she left them a supply of bread and jam. Now come to the next context. Now then, Miska, I said, you are the expert. What shall we make? Let's make some porridge, said Mishka. It's the easiest. So here are 3 questions from this context. Now let's start from A. Why did the boys have to cook their own food? Here is the answer. The narrator's mother had to go to town, so the boys were left alone and had to cook their own food. B. What had Miska said about cooking porridge earlier? Here is the answer. Mishka said that it was as easy as anything to cook porridge. He had seen his mom cook it. He told his friend that he would cook him the best porridge he had ever tasted. And the last, what was the first mistake made by Miska? Miska filled the pot with water to the brim. Now the last context is 3. After we had drunk our fill of water, Miska said, "That's what always happens. When you are thirsty, you think you could drink of the sea. But when you begin drinking, you find one mugful is plenty." So here are 1, 2, 3, 4 questions from this context. Now, here A. Where are the narrator and Miska? So they were at the well. B. Why have they come here? They had to come here because the porridge had become quite hard and dry, and they needed to put water into the porridge pot. Besides, they were thirsty. C. What was the accident that occurred here? Here is the answer. The kettle which had been lowered in the well to fetch the water fell into the well as the line broke. And the last, how were they finally able to drink the water? They brought the tin mug from the house and lowered it carefully into the well. In this way, they were able to drink the water. So here you are completed both A and B. Now come to the question number C. Find the words which mean the following in the passage. So first one is to go without food. I already told you in the previous video. A starve. STARVE. Now to be knowledgeable about something. Expert. EXPERT. And who is expert from in this chapter? Who is expert? Miska. Yeah, Miska is expert. Now 3. Cereal boiled in milk or water. Porridge. 4th, edge. And here is the meaning of edge is brim. 5. Pull tight. Start. TAUT. 6. Talking nonsense. Its meaning is jabbering. JABBERING. And the last, moving fast. Flying. FLYING. So here D, from the list of the words. And what's the word is here? Funny, interesting, sad, happy, meaningful. So choose 2 words that best describe this story and explain why you have chosen these words over others. So for me, it is very funny and interesting story for me. Because funny is for that the adventure of the boys while cooking the porridge makes the story funny, and interesting, like the story is interesting because we want to know what the boys would do next. Okay, if you choose any 2 words from these words, so you have to explain why you have chosen these words. Okay, so next, E, here is the grammar portion. Find the preposition in the following sentences. So preposition, you will find 1. I was living in the country. So here in is the preposition. 2. I was very pleased to see him. Here is to. 2 is the preposition of the sentence. 3. You leave it to me. Underline this word to. It is the preposition. 4. The porridge went on cooking. So on is preposition. 5. He began pushing the porridge back into the pot. And here is the preposition is into. 6. I lowered the kettle into the water. And underline this word into. And 7. What's the idea of putting it right under my elbow? And here is the last preposition is under. So let's do the last question of this exercise. That underline the verbs in the following sentences. Means you have to underline the verbs. And as you know, I know Ola knows that what is verb. That a verb is a word which talks about action. Okay. So first we underline the words of verb. First, Mishka cooked the porridge. So cooked is action word. So underline this word, cooked. Second, I was living in the country with my mother. So living is a verb. 3. He filled the pot with meal. Underline this word, filled. 4. I was dying for a drink. So dying is a verb. Underline this one also. 5. We should lift it carefully. And lift it is verb. 6. I filled the kettle with water. And here filled is the verb. 7. The porridge thickened gradually. And thickened is the verb. Okay. So after that you have to write here is telling that add an adverb of each verb. So what is adverb? So an adverb is a word which adds information about a verb, right? So cooked. So here slowly, living happily, filled carefully, dying desperately, lift slowly, filled carelessly, and thickened gradually, right? So this is your work done. So you have to write all the question answers and reference to the context in your English 2 notebook, and all the this one C, D, E, F do in your book. Till then, have a nice day.